Welcome to day 2 of the 12 days of Christmas Garland. Today we're going to be doing Christmas bulbs. This adds another level of technique to the star that we did yesterday. So you're going to need 2 pieces of fabric for the bulb, 2 pieces of fabric for the socket portion of the bulb, and again, 2 pieces of batting. And remember that you're going to need to leave a 1/2 inch space around each for the template. Now, this version, I'm using a continuous piece of fabric for the socket and just sewing all of these in one long piece, but you can cut smaller pieces of your socket fabric and sew them each separately if you want to. So we're going to first we're going to sew the bulb portion onto the socket portion. So we're going to sew the 2 pieces, the front and the back piece of the bulb, onto the socket portion. And then you're going to cut them apart and iron the seam towards the socket. And now you're going to layer the two fabric portions, the right sides out, and the 2 batting pieces. And you want to make sure that this seam on the front side matches the fabric seam on the back side. So you want to just kind of finger place so the seams match. And then you're going to trace your bulb so that the socket portion, it's pretty light on this one, but you can see that it'll faintly, you're going to trace the socket on the socket fabric and the light bulb on the light bulb fabric. And then you're going to create your hanger loop just like we did for the star. You're going to insert it in between your 2 pieces of batting on the top of your socket and pin it in place. And then you're going to sew around your template on the line that you on your line, and then you're going to leave that 1 to 2 inch opening, and you really don't need much more than 1 inch opening so that you can stuff. Do not, and so now I found that the easiest way to trim is for the hanger is to trim only the hanger portion before you stuff it, because then it's easier kind of to fold it down and get a good trim without it being stuffed. So fold the hanger and the back portion of the batting and fabric back, trim the front portion, turn it around, fold this hanger to the front, and then trim the back. But do not trim the entire bulb, because then it is too difficult to hold onto the bulb and get it nice and evenly stuffed. So now go ahead and stuff it, sew that opening closed, and then trim it with your pinking shears. Or if you decide you want to do a nice even trim it with plain scissors. And there is your light bulb. And once again, we do have our Christmas fabric on sale for 25% off and on our website and in our store. Thanks for joining us.